totally new today, and this is my beautiful best friend. She's like my sister from a different mister. This is Glory, and you know, a lot of people ask me, how are you able to wake up in the morning and always come to work like as if you're put together? And I try to, because I try to live by the motto that you should leave home as if you're going to meet the President of the United States. So even if I just have a little bit of something, I always try to have something on to make myself feel better, because I think when you feel good, you look good. So I'm going to show you guys my version of Fab in 15 minutes, because I'm a mom and Glory's a mom, and it's hard in the morning to get your kids up and get ready and leave the house looking good. So I asked her to come to work today with nothing on, so I can demonstrate how to use my favorite new machine. This is called the Neo Air from Iwata, and it is awesome. So I'm going to show you how to do your own little fabulous version of your makeup. And I'm not a makeup artist, so please don't judge me, but this is just the way that I get dressed in the morning, and it helps me feel good. We are also going to be using a 1-inch curler and one of our new products called Color Rub, which I love. It's just super cool. So just bear with me today, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you for joining us today. In the morning when I get up, I always moisturize my skin. This is Kiehl's. You can use any moisturizer you want, so I'm going to have her just rub a little bit on her face. I am not good with foundation. I'm not good with concealer. I'm not really good at doing makeup, but I always try to feel a little bit alive in the morning. So that's why there's this stuff made by Temptu. It is called a shimmer bronzer, and I just use it kind of as my base, as my foundation in the morning, just to kind of make me feel alive. And with this new Neo system, it is so cool. I'm going to unplug it so you can see how small it is. And it comes with this airbrush. It's a top feed, very much like the Iwata Revolution. But it's so small, you can keep it inside of your cupboard, and it's just easy enough. And then that glow that the airbrush gives you is just awesome. So all I'm going to do is just take it, shake it up a little bit, and add a few drops inside of my airbrush, just like this. And this is a nice kind of shimmer bronzer, so that you don't have to feel like you're wearing a ton of caked on makeup, and it just gives that nice kind of glow to your skin. And I do this on myself, so if I can do it on myself, anybody can do this. So this compressor has 2 settings. You just turn it on, and it kind of sounds like a vibrator, and it has either faster or slower, so it really sounds like a vibrator. And then you turn it off. So I'm going to turn it on its first setting. So the first thing that I like to do, just to make sure that it's not too heavy, is I just spray it on my wrist, make sure that everything is spraying nicely, and you see this nice kind of shine. And then I'll have her close her eyes now that she's moisturized her skin. Turn a little bit towards me, and then I just start up here, and naturally they're going to flinch, and then I just move in circles, just covering the skin. And as I get closer to her face or to her nostrils, then I just tell her to take a deep breath while I go over that area. And I learned at the Face and Body Art Convention that whatever you do to the face, you want the neck to match. The reason being is you don't want the neck to be a totally different color than the actual face. So I'm going to move her hair out of the way and just bring it down onto her chest area here. So I'll start off, and then I'll just gently cover her neck right inside of here. Make sure that it's kind of giving that same glowy look. Haha, glowy. Her name is Glory. Again, this is a shimmer. This is a shimmer bronzer, so it's going to give you that bronzed effect. It's going to also give you that nice glow to it without it looking caked on. If you're ever uncomfortable, or you want your eyes lighter, or you want something to pop a little bit more, that's when you use your concealer. But for my get up and go 15-minute look, this is what I like to do. So this super cool Neo Air also has this compartment that holds your gun steady, just like that, so when you're not using it. So the next thing that I'm going to do, and in no particular brand or anything like that, I like to add my blush, because we're in the summer and we're going for that summer kind of fun, fresh, light makeup look, I use a nice, pretty, kind of peachish color. I guess this is like a pretty pink one. So then I just am going to gently add a little bit. I'm going to have her smile, because you want to follow these nice cheekbones. And I just gently add a little bit of this pink right on her cheekbones heading up, because I want to just give her that nice bright look. So now I just added a little bit of color to her cheeks. Now another one of my favorite products in the world is this stuff. It is by Stila. It is a all over shimmer liquid luminizer, and it comes in this bottle, and it has like kind of like a nail polish on it, and I like this because it just gives that nice little pop and shine, because no one wants to look matte. You want to look really sexy and shiny. So close your eyes. So I just kind of draw a little line over her eye in both corners, and then I go right underneath her eye and make a line on both sides, so that way I have just a little bit of this shine. Now the crazy thing about this Stila Luminizer is that it dries quickly. So I like to go in and I use it almost as an eye base. I tap it in the corner, and I'll do the same thing on this side. And you want to tap it in the corner because you really want the insides of the eyes to pop. And then right underneath her eyes, right inside of here, to highlight that cheekbone, I just kind of tap it out so that I get that glowing, kind of lifted, fresh face look, because that's what I like. That's the look that I go for, especially towards summer. I like it to be bright, I like it to be airy, and then I'll add just a little bit down her nose and underneath and on the top of her lip. So in just having a little bit on my finger still, I'm just going to tap it along her nose and then right on the top of her lip inside of here to make that pop, and then maybe just a little bit on her chin, just to kind of give that full overall effect. So now the other product that I love is this Naked palette. I'm sure everybody knows about this palette at this point, and I really only use the light colors because I'm not really great at eyeshadow. So what I like to do is, using the brush, I pick up a little bit of the this kind of, it's called Sin, and it's kind of like a goldy rose color. And then I just pick up a little bit of it, and then I'm going to just have her close her eyes, tap it in the corner of her eyes right here to really make it pop more than anything else, so that I have that really soft, almost like I just woke up but I look like $1,000,000 look. So I just tapped it right inside of the corners of the eyes to really make it pop, and underneath there too, in keeping with that nice bright shape. And then right in the middle of her eyelids, right inside of here, I just go ahead and add a little bit more right in the middle. And because you already put down that shimmer, that you use it as an eye base, which for me works really good. And this look doesn't even involve really any eyeliner, unless you really want to exaggerate the eyes. But the look I'm going for is a little bit more like clean, fun, nice summer day, just get up and go. 15 minutes fabulous is what I like to call it. So then once I pretty much have done that, I'm going to just add a little bit of mascara on her, because mascara will make your eyes pop. And when I'm applying mascara, I just kind of like to wiggle it through the eyelashes and really exaggerate the tips of it so that you give it that kind of sexy lift. Alright, so open your eyes. So Glory has a beautiful, really 10-15 minute fast look. She's not done because I'm going to add a little bit of color to her lips too. So because we're in the summer, you want your colors to be nice and bright and soft and fun and playful, rather than, you know, she's not going out at night. This is an everyday look that you can get done and leave the house feeling good. So I use my face paint a lot of the time for my lip color, and then I put my lip gloss on top of it, because if you have a base, it's going to make it last a little bit longer. So I'm just mixing a little bit of a pink and a purple almost to have this nice lip shade, especially fun for summer. And then I add, and it's a lot easier to paint on your lipstick because then you get this nice accuracy. So you see this beautiful color. Then all I'm going to do is just taking one of my lip glosses, add it right over it. And that helps it last longer. It helps the color really stand out. And then it can last pretty much all day depending on the lip gloss that you're using. Now we're going to jump right into her hair, because hair is just equally as important. Okay. Now Glory has this really pretty, fast, simple look where she just looks like she left the house feeling better. I think she does. Okay, so I covered Glory up because we are going to be using one of my new favorite products. It's called Color Rub, and it's very similar to this whole hair chalking phase, but I really like it because it's temporary. You don't need to dye it, and it really looks cool. Because you want that hair to get nice and ready for you to add a little bit of color to the ends of it. So I just kind of moisturize it in wherever I feel that I'm going to add some of my pink to the tips. I'm going to be applying it to the ends of a few of her hair, and then when it fades it can look like ombre too, which is pretty cool. This is a hot pink and especially fun for the summer. So all you have to do, now I did drape her. The reason being it is a little chalky, so if it falls on their clothes, it is a semi-permanent dye, so that means it could stain their clothes, especially if you don't wash it out right away. Now I do recommend that you wear gloves with it. I don't have any gloves with me, which is why I don't have them on, so my fingers will be pink for a couple days. That's okay. So you want to prep the hair using a little bit of leave-in conditioner. So I just kind of squirt a little bit. Once you have it in there, all you're going to do is take your hair rub, and then you're going to take the pieces and you're just going to rub it over it. And you want to do it on both sides so that you get a nice even coverage. So just with my thumb, rubbing it right over it. You want to do it a couple times to make sure that you get this nice, bright, intense color. So I'll pick up the next pieces and I just kind of rub it over it with my thumb. That way you eliminate how many places you get it. So I pick up again the hair pieces. And if the hair is too dry, it is going to create more of a chalk-like effect. So that's why you want to make sure that you're using your leave-in conditioner, because it avoids it actually becoming chalky. So just back and forth. You want to go over it as many times or as strong as you want the color. If you want it lighter, then don't go over it as many times. So again, just back and forth. Now once she has the color in, this is good. So suppose you already had that in your hair. I just want to show you guys how to use it. Now I'm going to show you how having a 1-inch curling iron can just make your life so much better. You can quickly add a little bit of bump to your hair and then you just feel better. So it goes with the whole look. Nice, soft, natural curls are in right now. So I usually just really bump the front. So I go halfway through the hair and then I curl it under. And then I go about halfway down, and then I don't let it sit for too long. I just go ahead and let it out so that again you have this loose, soft curl. And I'll do the same thing on this side. I start halfway through, I come down, and I curl it and gently roll it in there halfway. Maybe wait about 4 seconds and let it loose. So I get these really nice soft curls, which automatically bump up your hair. They give you volume. Turn a little bit this way. They give you volume. They're sexy curls. They're not those, really tight kitty curls. They're just a nice, fun way to make your hair playful for the summer. Halfway through, I roll it, let it out. And the heat also seals your color rubbing your hair, which is good. So if you do it right before you start curling your hair, it's good. It'll help it set it in for an extra day or two. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on using our color hair rub and just making Glory look and feel beautiful today. With just 15 minutes of fabulous, you too can leave the house feeling fantastic. All right guys, have a great day.